Ready to kick off their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That one goes for 36 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. Stafford now to throw. And he's got Amendola on the connection. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Hey, Foxtrot. I got you. Mike 5-4, Mike.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check in. Ricky. You gotta go right here.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think
it's caught inside the 25. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson in the final seconds of the first half as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point good by Prater, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield. And maybe.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner, Darius Slay. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Set, 280, 59. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Watch twist, watch. Hey, 70. Hey, Delta.
Throwing on second and long. Stafford is going to let this one go deep. But he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his third pick of the game. Instead, it's third down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Here's Sam Martin now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Fight on these two.
And that is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 19-yard line. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Sammy Watkins. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. It was Reggie Ragland who got him down. Looking to throw on second down. Stafford going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. It's a gain of 35. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction. Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well to get a few stops.
Hey, exit.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Stafford throwing on target to Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Completes it to Hardman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Hardman, the second-round pick out of Georgia, really showcased his speed at the Combine, running a 4.33 40, and should help give Patrick Mahomes another versatile playmaker to work with at the receiver position. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Tracy Walker, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. On second down now, it's Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
It's just me and you.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Got a man, it's Amendola. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Bravo.
Throwing on third and long. Stafford. And the Chiefs are going to get him. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Lions go for it on 4th. It's Stafford. And some space here. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Butker now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing again on second down. Stafford. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Attack, attack! Mike 36. Mike 36. Go.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Switch up.
Brings up second and 4.
Color.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Frank Clark make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. The reception good for 7. It's third down. On third down, Stafford flushed out right. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down. Another incompletion. It's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Mahomes now on first down. Now he's flushed out right. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
36. All day. All day. 15.
On first down, Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Devon Kennard in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Like the footwork back there. I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Trying to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. And now here is another interception. T.J. Green with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 12, Stafford nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Stafford. That's to his running back, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13. Back to throw, Stafford. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. Jones has it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Here's Stafford. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again. Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And it's caught here, Amendola. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 21. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Stafford. Complete to Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And it's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. They're looking at 3rd and the... And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get this back to just the 20 with a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge.
And now here is another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. So this